All right, so we back to Belle Collective, child. Where Latrice finna get it again, honey, just for being in close proximity, guys. Here we go. Stay tuned for more.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the Kourtney family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, co-ed Ken folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife right here.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Belle Collectives. And forgive me, y'all. I had a time last night, so I'm still trying to recuperate. You know, this is the Magic City Classic weekend down here in Birmingham, Alabama. So a lot of festivities was going on.
What?
A lot of festivities was going on. But yeah, so I had to go to 2 car shows yesterday.
He didn't have to do nothing.
And I had to get my content, so I had to go. And I was out there from 12 noon. I didn't get home till like 7 o'clock. On my feet all day long, you know, and like, oh my God. Then my sinuses started acting up, my allergies acting up because you're out there with all the cigarette smoke, cigars, and blunts and stuff. So it got all in my nose, and I got home, my eyes started getting red, and I was like, so that's what's wrong. So yeah, man, had a time last night. But anywho, here we go.
All of that was so unnecessary, y'all.
No, they
when
need
I tell
to
you,
know.
no, when he got on this camera, he acted just like a little kid because he was talking regular before this. And then he get like, child,
that's
please.
family out here, and that's why they want to know. That's
They
family.
They really don't want to know.
Y'all want to know, don't y'all? Y'all want to know.
They say cut to it.
No, they want to know our everyday routine. So there you go.
Why don't you just become a vlogger then?
I got carried this thing. Oh yeah, I got my little GoPro. I'll be going out there in the car shows and doing this and doing that, and yeah.
Some of these folks, this Belle Collective, they already mad at you that you dog Mississippi like that. Jackson, Mississippi. So
Jackson, Mississippi dog themselves.
And so anyway. So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure that you like, comment, and share it. And please forgive me because of my voice, because I had a thyroidectomy, if you don't already know. And so that's why
like me.
So that's why I got that cut. So I know some of you know that I haven't been able to use my full voice as of yet, but it's slowly. Would you
I did not chop her in the throat. I didn't interrupt you. No, I didn't chop her in the throat.
I didn't interrupt you. Can you please be quiet? And so
no, I cannot. You know who I am? Do you know who I am? That's what I thought.
So anyway, so that's what happened to my voice. But thank y'all so much for y'all thoughts and prayers, and I appreciate it. So now let's get into it.
A little soft, small violin.
So it started out with them ending the last episode where they was talking about, that I forgot her name, Amanda's friend said that she saw the DM, and Glen get up and get in her face and say,
who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Old girl didn't back down.
Jody.
She didn't back down. I said, oh, Glen, I don't know now, man. You don't get beat up on national TV by a woman.
Especially a lesbian. Ooh. So yeah. So Glen said that he don't like when people lie on him.
No, nobody likes that. I don't like that either. But they do it.
Ain't nobody lied on. Ain't nobody lying on Glen. He was in that girl DMs.
I think he was trying, reach out to her, be friendly with her.
Baby, can you stop playing the devil's advocate, please?
I'm
please,
I'm for real.
Please.
I'm for real.
I'm finna do this show by myself. So Amanda and Leticia were talking, and so Amanda was just saying that, he been trying to get with her through the DMs, and as Tisha was saying, she said she knew about some. Now, some of y'all did say that she already knew this before this episode end, that Amanda and her husband was talking via
Now I know you
DM.
think I be playing, but I'm for real when I say this, man. I think at the time when Glen reached out to Amanda, that him and his wife were separated at the time. Now that's why she said, "Well, that's before. That was like July 20. I mean, that was 2023, 2024. I ain't worried about all that. Now we recommitted this year, 2025. Now, if something like that happened after that, yeah, no, I probably have a concern. But anything before 2025, Leticia wasn't too concerned about.
Yeah, so she did say that,
Thank
and
you.
and so yeah, so the guys are talking to Glenn, and just saying, man, ooh, they were just like, he about to be exposed and saying all this stuff to Glenn and stuff like that. So Amanda come out
I
and
kind of interrupt you real
go
quick.
ahead.
When the guys were saying, I think that was kind of weird when they said, "Man, you about to be exposed." I'm like, "Damn, that's a weird line to say." You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, "Man, don't calm down, don't worry about it, man. If you ain't do nothing wrong, you should be good." They ain't say that. They said, "Man, you about to be exposed," like they knew he was doing something wrong.
They probably did.
Especially Cliff.
Especially, yeah, Cliff. So I think it could have been Cliff that said it. So Amanda said that listen, she not here to break up no marriages and nothing like
But she
that.
did tell Leticia that, I could have had Glenn if I wanted him. I said, "Dang, that's cold."
I don't like when people say stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
still, that was cold,
it
man.
was. That's why I say I don't like when people say stuff like that. I think that that's like, yeah, yeah. Anyway, but Amanda said that he was in her DMs in February of 2025,
Yeah,
in the
that's when she
beginning
got.
of this year.
Yeah, now we have problems. Now we have problems now.
And then she said, Amanda talking to Glenn said, "Am I lying? Am I lying?" And Glenn said that they went out dancing.
That's what. Now maybe I'm because I'm older. I don't know. Maybe dance means something else. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
he said that we didn't
You said
F.
all we did was dance.
He said we didn't F, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't take nobody home or nothing like that or whatever. I ain't go to nobody home. So he said all we did. Now it is taste. Now it could have been that they met at Taste, because later on she said that they was at Taste and he had his little
Arm around.
he had, around her lower back, he had his hand around her. So it could have been that they was dancing there or what. So I don't know.
I don't get it. Maybe I thought he was saying like, "What do you mean dance, man? You mean y'all was like talking to each other and y'all call that dancing, or were y'all actually dancing like at a club?" You know what I'm saying? So
Physically dancing.
so sometimes we can be kind of cryptic with our stuff.
So Leticia and Latrice, um, and feel, excuse me, that Leticia was feeling like, she's embarrassed, she's humiliated. Once again, child, this man is humiliating you on national television. So Kerri, it's the next day, Kerri and Marie stopped by Leticia's house with some wine and some flowers to encourage her. And I really feel this was a real moment. The reason why I say that, child, when she took them lashes off and that little white glue was around there, this was a real moment.
Well, like I said, she's been embarrassed once again on national television. But then again, you guys sign off on this stuff, man, and y'all want your lives to put on TV, man. So I hate that it's happening to her, but like someone said in the comments, she should have been left Glen.
Leticia said that Latrice was calling her and she answered the phone. She feel ambushed, she feel embarrassed. And Kerri said, but let me tell you something, you handled it with so much class, which I think she did too.
You said that last week.
And Marie said, well, I feel it was a setup, honey. And the snake is still snaking. I've been told you she was a snake.
Goodness.
And here go production showing little things with where Marie said the girl was a snake.
Man, come on, man. Latrice cannot catch a break, man. I'm even saying, now, we all know, I know, they know that those questions were sent in by production.
Production.
Okay. And Latrice had, she's went along with it, you know what I'm saying? But it's a jacked up situation Latrice is in. She's stuck in the middle because she knew about it, but she didn't want to be no parts of it.
Right.
So what could you do? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
Yeah, so it goes back to, and then excuse me, y'all. And then Leticia, she just continues to cry and cry. She break down and cry. Even when Kerri was hugging her, she was crying. And I felt that was authentic. I done been there. I've been not with this husband. I have been there. So I understand the humiliation, the embarrassment, the tears. I've been there with a man for a long time that looked like Glen. Unfortunately,
see, that's why you don't like Glen like
no,
that.
they ain't got nothing to do with it.
Us
It's that
Eddies, we got women knock on our door calling our names. You know what I'm saying? Eddie, let me in. I love you. That's what we do. We love us. You know what I'm saying? We're not cheaters like that. So there you go.
So anyway, but yeah, so I understand. I've been there, and girl, you just got to get out. Like you can't continue to allow this man to embarrass you. And I think it was said on some of them clips. Now he done got on television. He was a cheater before, and I do believe now he done got on television where girls just in his DM sending naked pictures, pictures with breasts and all that stuff. It will always be like that until Glenn changed, but he ain't changing. Look how he come on camera, child. He ain't changing. So
Somebody got PTSD.
Latrice go. Please don't say that, baby. I'm over that. I promise you.
No, I'm just saying, let's keep it real. When you go through something like that, you do have PTSD. Not just cause.
I thought you were talking about me.
Yeah, you too.
No,
yeah.
I don't have not over that. So Latrice go visit Amanda. And Latrice said, Latrice said that things with her and Cliff has gotten worse because he ain't coming home. He's still at them lofts of that
Yeah, no, Latrice was on that all white party saying she lost her brothers and stuff, and that's the reason why she be calling Cliff. And Cliff in the audience crying. He said, I understand why she trying to keep tabs with me. I understand why she wants to come home. Next minute, he ain't coming home. He been home in 2 weeks. Man, that man don't want to be with you, man, like that. That's why he's standing in them condos at Taste, man.
It was always a setup. It probably was. He said, who idea was to put condos on top of that anyway?
Yeah, come on, man. That man ain't coming home, man. Think about it. Think about it, y'all. Okay, Cliff, he's the man in Jackson, Mississippi, for what I could tell. Okay, so he has a club, restaurant. You got condos on the restaurant. You go downstairs, you get these women coming in, mingling, drinking, whatnot. Cliff go down there, entertain the women. And you ain't got to go to no hotel. Just go upstairs to the condos. Come on. And Latrice, man, I don't know. I know you're not that naive. I know you're not.
So Latrice was like, she said she know the Belle's gonna think she set it up. She know the Belle's gonna think that she was involved, and she was not. And she said that really and truly her team came up with the questions called team production. Now, did Latrice know what the questions was? Maybe she did, maybe she didn't.
I don't think she did.
I don't think that she was involved with setting it up. I don't think that she wanted to embarrass Leticia on national television. Did she invite Amanda? Yes, she did. But I also think that it was production because Amanda said that he was in her DMs and now production said, okay, this the storyline. Or they probably knew the storyline before because from what I understand, when these ladies get ready to come and film, they ask them what's their storyline. They ask all of them, what's their storyline? What are y'all going to talk about? And so that's how I think it went down. So Amanda said she apologized to Latrice for, doing this outbreak at her home and stuff like that. So and that's when she was talking about Glen, touching her lower back, even when they was at Taste. So now let's move on to Matt is at work at the baseball. What it is?
Baseball.
Yeah, go ahead. You can talk
at the baseball. You don't know what the baseball is? Matt is he's an agent for these players. You know what I'm saying? He said he's more of an agent for black players because he felt like black players wasn't getting a fair share when it comes to negotiation for contracts. So that's what he does. So he had this baseball player there. He was kind of, I guess, trying to train him, for the upcoming season and whatnot. So he's training the baseball player, and what's her name? His wife, Kerri. She walks in like she's I don't know. She had a little tennis skirt on and whatnot. She brought Matt what was it, coffee?
Some kind of shake or something.
Yeah, but basically, she just came there to surprise him and spend some time with him and whatnot.
Just to film.
And yeah, it was just a filler scene, you know what I'm saying? Because they sit down and talked about what happened at the, what happened at the restaurant, the swim party the other night between Glen and Leticia. And he said he reached out to Glen to see how he was okay.
He said he felt bad for Glen.
Yeah, he felt, I don't know why he felt bad for Glen.
I don't know why either.
But anyway, that's besides the point. So he said he reached out to Glen. And he said, man, and then Kerri, wasn't that Kerri? Yeah. Kerri said, you called him? He said, nah, I went in his DMs. And she said, you slid in his DMs too? That was kind of funny. Yeah, dang, everybody sliding into Glen DMs. But, he was saying, he reached out to Glen to see, was he okay? And Glen responded and said, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good, and whatnot. And basically, that was the whole scene. He was talking about, well, we got issues like that. We're not perfect, but let's talk about it before it gets blown up like between Glen and we don't want our marriage like Glen and Leticia. Because
I felt that Kerri was saying, "Oh my God, you were so da 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 da," and then he was like, "Hey, pump your brakes." He said, "Even we got flaws."
Yeah, he said, "I have flaws and you have flaws." And she said, "What's your flaws, Matt?" And he couldn't think of his flaws, which most men, we don't have flaws like that. But we had to really think about our flaws to kind of let you know what our flaws are. So, but Kerri said she just want to spend more time with her man and make sure, she's trying to balance her business life with her personal life.
So in the next scene, you got Cedric at his high school, which is right next to his house.
That's typical Jackson, Mississippi. I said, like 2 shotguns.
When I tell you they care nothing about aesthetics, child, y'all gonna get what Mississippi gonna give you. Ain't nobody finna fake it and floss it, and I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
Jackson, Mississippi, y'all so country. Boy.
This is one step up from Love After Lockup. Just a step. So I'm glad y'all see. I'm glad we know what we getting. Okay, so yeah, son.
Was the grass cut? I don't think the grass was even cut. The grass looked a little high.
Did it? Yeah. I thought it was dirt.
It was dirt. I don't know. It was Jackson, Mississippi. Can't tell the difference between grass and dirt.
I was so focused on the way they shot them. The way they did. I was so focused on that.
And he got the nerve. Hey. All jokes aside, we just joking, man. Don't get mad at us, man. But y'all call that campus?
Who said the campus?
Marie. Well, this is a Bible school campus.
Oh, that's what she said?
Yeah. I said, Marie, stop that. Ain't no damn campus.
So he in there getting his beard dyed. I was like, nah, bro, you too over to tell me he don't want to look like an old man, but you are.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. The guys that dye their beard, it do make you look older.
It make you look older.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, you trying too hard. Yep. You trying too hard, man. So, man, let that salt and pepper come out, man. Call it a day.
I'm telling you, this is the prime example.
Even though I'm gonna dye mine.
No, this man is fine.
I want to dye mine,
it's
man.
Fine.
It's a trip. I was looking at some old pictures like 6 years ago. I'm like, oh, this little black. Now it's gray. What happened between 2018 to now to make my beard go gray? Then I went through the evidence and got on the whiteboard trying to connect the dots. It all came to one connection, one dot. And she's sitting right next to me.
Let me tell you something. When I met you, it was salt and pepper.
Not like this.
That's what drawed me to you. Yeah, drawed me to you. No. So yeah, that's what. Yeah, it wasn't like that, but it was. Yeah. So yeah, he up there trying to tell me he don't want to look like an old man. I was like, dude, please, you look weird because you of a certain age and you don't have not even a tinge of, and it was like just a little coming out. So he died immediately. Yeah. So anyway, Marie dyed the beard and all that stuff for him, and so But it seemed like Marie said she want him to move back with her and Zuri. I think that's their daughter. And she said you got to get rid of that bed that's in, I guess, the house. She was pointing like it was that hair place, but but I guess she meant at the house
Next door.
next door. And so she was like, too many bad memories. You know, you was running women in and out that house. You need to sell it and yada yada yada. So yeah, I don't know. She said, you know, and then she started talking about the event, and she was like, I know what it feels like to be disrespected by a mistress. I was like, oh my
You know, while
god.
she was doing that, he was laying back again, his beard died. I'm talking about jet black.
I mean, jet black.
Jet black. I was like, good lord, dude, come on, man, let that stuff grow, man up.
Yeah. So now let's move on to Kerri set up a romantic picnic.
Where
at the house.
Where at?
Oh, in Gulfport.
In Gulfport.
Girl, we probably rolled by your house.
Yeah, Gulfport. Yeah, that's the only good part of Mississippi.
So yeah, so she set up a romantic, you know, like an evening with strawberries and all that
She
stuff.
sent the kids away, so just her and Matt.
Yeah, he said this is the nicest thing that she ever done for him.
Really? I almost walked out in that
You
part.
did. I was like, oh my god.
Dang, Kerri, what you been doing, man? All right, now. All right, you got okay. And then on TV too now. All right, you better step your game up, girl.
So she said that, you know, he was saying he trying to see what she want, because I guess he felt that.
Oh, she did something nice.
Yeah,
she wants something.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case. So he says that his words of affirmation. He said he loved words of affirmation and, you know, tone. He's big on all that stuff. So he was like, this was a big deal for him. So he really appreciated it.
I'm glad Matt. I'm glad he enjoyed that, man. But Kerri, you got to do that more often, man. Because
don't wait till you get on national television.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. See, that's the thing, man. Some women, they try to be this big boss, which is fine. You know, you can be a big boss, right? You know, you got your thing going on, your entrepreneurship or whatnot. But if you got a man, you got to make sure you take care of your man too. You have to.
So let's move on to this sad, pitiful, horrific scene, honey, with Glen, with Leticia and Glen. So his stepdaddy is, you know, helping Glen and his stepdaddy paint some stuff around that or whatever. And Glen was like, you know, him and Leticia hadn't talked since this situation. And his stepdaddy giving him false, fake hope to him, saying, you know, God got you. You know what I'm saying? You done come this far. God with you. God protect you. God. Can we just remove God out of this?
Yeah, he said Glen's a good man. So, the man made some mistakes, man. You know, so
I really do. If they could see what in my image in my head of what I want to do when you say stuff like that,
I'm serious. You know, he made some mistakes, man. You know, his flaw is, you know, he loves women. He loves women. You know what I'm saying?
And he divorced his wife,
and that's something he has to control. And yeah, step outside his marriage. But other than that, he seemed like he's a good dude, man.
I don't know him. So Glen said that, you know, his family always coming under attack. The devil is busy. People out to get him.
Glen, now that's where I draw the line at, man.
Somebody always lying.
So the thing is this, man. You keep saying the devil's after your family, but you're allowing the devil to attack your family because he's using you to attack the family. Stop doing what you're doing, and he's gonna attack your family.
He thinks somebody delulu. He think we the people is delulu because your wife is delulu. But I pray that she break up out of that delusion, honey, because you done had her in a trance, but she got to come out of this. So Leticia come in and she was talking to Glen and everything. So it seems as though Glen want to blame Leticia and Cliff.
And I'm surprised by the Cliff part. You know, he keeps saying he looks up to Cliff. And to blame Cliff probably didn't know anything about this, you know what I'm saying? So why blame your boy like that? You know,
he said he ain't reach out to him.
Well, you know,
since this situation that happened, he ain't reached out to him.
Man, you gonna mess my thing up at the condo? Shoot, forget. Yeah.
So she said, I think that somebody had said something about like you told. Oh yeah, Leticia said, and see, this was off camera. So he probably wasn't expecting her to say this. He said you told. She said you told me in the car that Amanda was trying to f you or walked up to you and said I'm gonna f you 3 years ago.
I thought she was talking about the dentist.
No, they
Okay.
no. They were talking about Amanda, but then they showed clips where Latrice been trying to set Cliff up, which the dentist didn't make no sense because Antoinette didn't want that man. Leticia thought Leticia thought that Glenn was trying to or she was trying to make a pass at Glenn or something like that, and they bunked that a long time ago. But girl, don't nobody want him. Don't nobody want him,
Yeah,
honey.
okay, keep telling yourself. Them women
No,
sliding in the DMs.
no, like yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but I guess the desperate women want him. It's a type of women that want him, but not nobody with good sense want him. So
Well, you selling that dude real short, man. You selling some of these women real short. You really are. I've seen some women, they just want to see can they, hit that, just say they hit that. You
well,
know what I'm
then
saying?
they ain't got good sense if that's the way they want to move. So that's why
Hey,
I said any woman with good sense. So they was talking about, they reconnected at the first of the year. She said even she went on 2 dates. What happened? What happened?
yeah, how them 2 days go? When somebody gets smashed, and
And
want to
so
know. Inquiring
um
minds want to know.
so she said that she thought that she removed all the snakes. This when they got to go back to blaming somebody instead of blaming your husband. Blame Latrice for setting it up.
Now, Leticia, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You can blame everybody else if you want to, but you got to tell your man stop stepping outside. You know what I'm saying? Once you stop doing that, you don't have to worry about nobody else blaming somebody or some snakes coming around you. But your man, your boy, he has stepped. You got to stop doing that, man. Cause you know, here's the thing, man. As a husband, you don't want to embarrass your wife on national television. You don't want to embarrass your wife, period. And when you do that, that's what you're doing. You embarrass your family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're allowing the devil to use you to break up your family because you cannot control yourself. But that's what he has to learn how to do. You got to control yourself, brother. You got to control yourself. You woman send you some pictures of a breast, delete it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing. Don't even reply back to it. Just delete it. Somebody slide your DM, block them, delete it, man. It's ways around this. It's ways you can play this game, man. But you're not playing the game correctly because you're falling into these traps, and these traps are getting you in trouble. Now I know you have a son. I hope your son's not looking up to you and following in your footsteps when it comes to women. And so yeah, you have to set a good example for your son. You have to. Good example.
Leticia was just saying that she tired of people playing in her face,
Ain't
and
nobody playing in her face though, but her
and
husband.
he said we good though, we good over here. She said if we not, just leave me the f alone. If we not good, just leave me the
And she
f
was
alone.
talking to him.
Yeah, she was talking to
Oh, I
him.
thought she was talking about.
Now she was crying and she said, "We not good. Just please, Lynn, Glenn, and Lynn, leave me the f alone." She did say that. So because some accountability got to be on him at the end of the day.
I agree.
I don't
I
care
totally
what
agree.
woman, like you just said, and that was beautiful. Just like I don't care what woman approach you, that the woman not connected or committed in the marriage,
Mhm.
the man
All
is.
right.
And so it's up to him to show respect to his wife.
Mhm.
And she's like she said, if we not good, just leave her alone.
Right.
Let her go on by her business. Stop humiliating her. Stop doing all this stuff. Because really and truly, like you said, it's really about your son and what example are you setting for him. So yeah, that's how that went down. So now Latrice is back to being enemy number one. hmm With the collective. Because remember, Kerri said, you is the head of the collective. You the one brought this
Oh
together.
yeah. I looked at you when she said that. Queen Bee is back, baby. Queen Bee.
And Kerri said another thing. I know I heard about Glen Pass because she watched the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she watched the show.
But guess what? Part time was on the show this weekend or this week.
Oh yeah.
But she gonna be on the show
We
next week.
see See, they must have read. They read our mind. They knew. Let's get her some scenes in here. I don't care if they does. I don't care if they flop. Because the people saying she part time at this point. So we seen her in that not so cute wig.
And then they brought Demond on also. Because we said, what Demond at? Something going on with him or her? So yeah, so they must have listened to us. Oh, like, get that part. No, because when they edited the show, they got the parts they cut and they put on the floor. They cutting the floor. That's why they call it cutting floor. They got on the floor, picked them parts up, put it right back in the show. Yeah, man, you know. So
it wasn't about nothing, but we got to get the people let know that she did some kind of work. I know that's right, honey. But anyway,
she didn't have no makeup on either. She looked different.
No makeup, and that wig looked weird.
That's why I didn't want this part to be shown. That's why I'm part-time. You got me looking all stupid up here.
Like her glasses was way up there. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going? Who is this? This ain't that Tambra Hunter. She like she had them glasses up there on her face.
Why y'all doing me like this? But Tambra, we got to show the people that you full of time. I don't care. You got me looking like a nerd.
and then like the camera was in her face. Like, what she did? She filmed that with that. What it is? GoPro. So anyway. All right, you guys, on that note, that's all we got. We finna film the Braxtons, and that's it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God, and God go with you. And if you watch Married at First Sight, please know that our video is up. It's on Peacock, episodes 1 through 4. So y'all make sure y'all check out our review.
Let's book off first.
Bye.